Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Walt, and I'm here with Tom Legens, who is the owner of WebArc. So, Tom, tell me what your company does and what problems that it solves, and why you chose Vultr.
Yeah, so WebArc Technologies is a website design, development, and support company. We do just what it sounds like. We have customers that come to us that have a problem that needs to be solved on the web, and we do our best to do that all the way from the design through the support after the website is built. We have chosen to actually host our own websites instead of offloading that for the client to have to handle that. We felt that it was just another level of customer service for us to be able to provide. They had one place to go if they had any kind of issues on their websites. One of the issues that we ran into when we started providing our own hosting to clients was we needed something that had plenty of room for us to be able to add, many clients. But we found that it was something that as we added more clients, the cost became, uh, it was almost like it was just exponential. It wasn't something that we could control as easily. It was nice being able to know that, hey, you can host 120 websites. But realistically, you probably couldn't host 120 websites because we had a lot of really big websites. And so we needed something that had some more insights. And so we went on the look for a way that we could just build our own infrastructure. And in doing that, we found Vultr to be a really good partner for us. It was a little bit intimidating at first because when you're used to dealing with the kind of the big box hosting companies, which by the way I think are really great. We've used everything from SiteGround, Kinsta, WP Engine. All of those, have varying levels of good that we really liked about them, but nothing really fit us. And so we chose to partner up with Vultr to be able to handle that server infrastructure piece. The things that we've enjoyed the most, I think, are probably just the flexibility to do whatever we need to be able to monitor the resources more closely. If we have an issue that we think is server related, we don't have to depend on a support team to tell us that it's a RAM issue or a CP issue or whatever. We can dig in and look at that. So those are probably the biggest hurdles that we had before, is that we really couldn't diagnose server performance issues because the host never wanted to admit to any kind of a performance issue, or they wanted to say add another $1,000 a month for a dedicated server and you'll be good. And we just couldn't do that. Like you go to a big box place, a lot of times you don't get to even choose where your data center's at. You don't even know where it's at. And so that's a nice thing for us.
So, talk a little bit about your top like two or three services that you provide for your customers.
Top is probably going to be website design, and I'll include development in that, just the project type work. I would say the other thing that we offer is accessibility support as well. It's something that a couple of years ago we really picked up, just wanting to spread the word about website accessibility and the importance of it. And so we do a lot of remediation for clients who have come to us and said, "Hey, we've got a letter from an attorney here. Our attorney has told us that we need to get this fixed," and we go through and help them set them up with a accessible website and then a plan for keeping it accessible. So those are probably the two biggest things that we do. But I mean, honestly, support is such it's hard to even keep that out of the top two because it's such a staple to our business. It's what runs our business. The recurring revenue that we create from the hosting and the plans that we have for our WordPress websites are what allow us to be able to choose whatever projects we want to work on, because we don't need to scrape the bottom to just get whatever comes to us.
After they've installed a WordPress theme and then they've installed their plugins, is it possible for your team to go in, or do you like to be there at the start of the website before it's built?
I mean, I think we'd always like to be there at the start. but we do we do probably 2 to 3 project rescues a year, where people just basically have a project that got stalled out, developers quit, or disagreements or whatever the reason. We do that a lot. We also support websites that we've never built before. So we have a process for that. We do an investigation on the site to make sure that it's something we want to put on our servers, because we don't just open up hosting. You don't just go and sign up and get an account. Every client that we have is vetted for the safety of other, because in essence, we're on Vultr, we're creating shared hosting. And so, we're very conscious of, who we're putting on sites. So we always investigate. So we work on both sides of it, to where, if someone comes to us just with a blank slate, hey, let's, build this, we do that, but we'll also help them if they're, farther along.
Okay, and so then where can people find you and your company?
Yeah, so webarc.tech, it's webarc.tech on the web. You can also look us up on Facebook. We've got a pretty big presence on Facebook. We don't do a lot of other social media. So we'd love for people to stop by and learn more about us, and we appreciate the opportunity for Vultr to let us tell our experience with you guys, and we've been really happy with the services.
My thanks to Tom for this, and if you want to know more about his company, again, links below, and don't forget to subscribe, and more videos like this coming out soon. So thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Walt.